through travel agents,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been a little chaotic. So I would say just like coming off from the airplane and then going through customs, that was a lot. But then just being able to see like the driver, the person that was there, was like, oh, okay, I'm safe, I'm cool.
Yes.
I would have to say just like the ease of it. Like, okay, this is nice.
I like that. That's a good answer. So you felt comfortable, like, man, I'm in good hands. Finally,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I appreciate that feedback. And as someone visiting family there, how does experience in Panama City, as both as a local and a tourist, give you a unique like outlook on your travels? Because when you said you were from there, I was like, well, wait a minute, or you had family there.
So
Yeah.
I felt I was completely in tourist mode, even though I was from there. I hadn't been there in so long.
Right.
Everything was completely different.
Oh.
So I was there, like I felt like like a local tourist, like because I can understand the language, I can speak to the folks, but just seeing everything, it was like, or being exposed to everything, how things have changed, how things are different. It was fun.
Well,
I enjoyed it.
So what was different? Like just one thing that you can think about, like the landscape, or what was really different?
So when we came in, like when we left from the airport, the driver, when we got to like towards the city, he was like, "This is Panama City," and I'm like, "Wait, this looks like Dubai."
Right?
And I'm like, "This wasn't like this. I know."
Wow.
This wasn't here. So it was weird to see, like you look on TV and you see all these like really cool places like Dubai. Like it reminded me like very Art Deco, very modern. And I was just like, okay, and then in the same token, you still see there was still parts of it that reminds me of Puerto Vallarta.
Yes. Yes.
Like very quaint, very. It's like it was the best of both worlds within like an hour from each other.
Isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, this is juicy. Tell us about the neighborhood and street that really captured your soul in Panama. What makes it so special?
So we went to Cologne, which is like one of the cities there, big city there, and it's everywhere you go, there's culture. However we look at it, whether for us it may be, oh my God, I wouldn't normally go to these type of places, but when you go here, I didn't feel dangerous, even though it may have looked rough, so to speak. It didn't feel rough. So really being respectful and being mindful of the scene that I was taking in, because this is their home. This is home for them, right? So I'm just a guest. So I don't know. Cologne for me was the best part. I know some people would be like, oh no, it could be a little too rough, because of course I was there with family, so I knew where to go and what not to do, and it was just, I don't know, I got to be able to see, I kind of feel like the real part of Panama.
Yes.
Like I got to see it all.
Yes, yes. And when did you come, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you been away from Panama?
So I was there, I was 4 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, it's not the same. It's completely different.
Got you. And then what surprised you most about the rhythm and the daily life? I think you kind of went in there already, that compared to what visitors might expect. So that daily life, you said it looked like Dubai, but then when you got into Cologne, it was kind of homey. And so just give us a little bit of picture of what that rhythm was like, a daily rhythm.
I guess it would really depend on, so you have like a daily life for the professionals, because we went like a little bit downtown and you can see them ripping and roaring. It was like really legit going to New York Stock Exchange. Like, see people route, they're in their business attire, doing their thing. Then you see, you see the laborers out there hustling, you know, with their little kiosk and selling the foods and the merchants, and then you see your folks that are just really enjoying. They're like, you see a lot of expats, you know, like a lot of Americans who are just enjoying, taking it all, and like Panama is like a little, I don't know how to explain, like there's a little bit of everything for everyone. You see a little bit of everything. Indigenous folks, you see them there mingling right along with the business folks.
Wow.
So it's a unique daily life for everyone. You see the military. Well, they don't have an actual military, but they're police force.
Got you.
And you can kind of see them all commingling. So it's funny to see it happening,
yes.
but it was pretty cool. Like unity. That's exactly what it was.
I love that. I love it. Now we're going to talk about some food, sis. Okay, because I love food. If we were, and a lot of people listening, we like to go out of town and experience food. If we were to spend one perfect evening out in Panama, where would you take us and why?
Ooh, definitely I would have to go to Panama City.
Okay.
There, the food scene is very vibrant, and it touches a little bit of everything. It touches the original culture of Panama. It touches all the influences that Panama has had from the Asian culture, the Caribbean culture. You'll get a sense of that. You'll get the Latino culture that was influenced there as well. So definitely, I feel like Panama City. You can kind of go a little. Panama City will have, you can touch everything there.
Right.
You know, like seafood, big, like it's like everything was pretty much there in Panama City. Like you can, whatever it is that you want. You
good. And then the local dish that you like. I know you were for, but then just coming back, like what blew you away? What local dish?
So I go to local dish. I'm gonna say it in Spanish. It's called homeland and salchichas. It's pretty much fried bread and hot dogs.
I love it. Thank you for that breakdown. Yes.
Okay. Like it sounds really, really nice. And really pretty. It's fried bread and hot dogs with like a little tomato sauce and like some sauteed onions. And I don't know, like when I had it, my soul was like, I was happy. Like this is what I had my dish in my home country, and that was what I was looking forward to. Of anything was that my fried bread and hot dog.
And fried bread hot dog. I love it. And I see that's the people they're gonna go and they're gonna want some of that. I'm gonna go and want the fried bread. Now I'm not gonna know how to say it. I'm gonna call you or I'm gonna listen to this again and learn how to say it.
Yes.
Yes. What's a lesser known spot or experience that most tourists miss out on but shouldn't? So you told us about Cologne, but what do you think when they get there, hey, they need to absolutely see this, but it's not known, you know?
I would definitely say, I think it's starting to it is becoming more popular, but really looking into the indigenous culture of Panama. They have a unique setup there, and all the tribes that they have there, and they're doing a lot for the ecological efforts of Panama to like save the rainforest type of deal. So I definitely would say to support that endeavor.
Yes.
And they're very open. It's not like I don't want to say like a closed system. They're not very private. As long as you're respectful and eager to learn,
yes,
they're open arms and willing to teach you. So they have a lot of excursions that are popping up now that are local led, like not just, you have to be mindful of folks coming in and saying, oh, we can do this tour. I would prefer the tour to be from someone local.
Okay.
So believe it or not, a lot of the tours in Panama can only be done by the locals.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. But definitely if you go to Panama, like, yes, you go to the canal and all this, but definitely try to go to, like, the islands, like Balboa Island, all this Isla Grande, like those things with the indigenous folks from there.
I love it. I love all of this. I do appreciate you. I have a few more questions, but you're doing such a great job. It feels like I was there. How did having family there help you discover the places? I think we talked about that, but when you got there and saw your family, did they kind of take you on this like ride? How did that go?
They did. We went like little places. Definitely kind of put the bug to like, oh, there's other things outside of America.
Yes.
And like, I really felt like Panama, I knew I was outside of America, of the United States, I should say, but I still felt comfortable. There's still like all the comforts that you have from here, you can still find there. Just things are a lot different. It was fun to have someone there, but I'm gonna say this, even though if I didn't have family, even if I would have done, like, let's say like a tour guide, everyone was so welcoming and saying thank you for coming to Panama. Aww. I kind of feel like I would have had that experience with my family or without.
That is sweet. That is so sweet to say that, because I was just about to ask that as if you were a first time person, how was your experience? And you just said it. It's like, I would have felt welcome. Wow.
I felt very welcome.
How easy was it to get around and explore independently? Because that was one thing I was concerned with all my clients. Once you get from the airport to the hotel, was it easy for you to, I know you had family there to come get you, but did you feel easy for you?
It was very easy, because it's kind of funny, because here in Panama, it's like when they speak to you and they notice if there's a language barrier, they'll try and figure out a way to communicate with you.
Oh.
Most of the people there are bilingual.
Okay.
So they'll automatically, because Spanish is the first language here, they will automatically speak Spanish to you, right? Because they don't care. Whatever you look like, they don't know how to sue.
Right.
They are going to speak to you in Spanish. And if they realize that is not your way of communicating, then they will speak in English. And if they feel like maybe their level of English isn't up to par, like, they'll find someone.
That's amazing.
And French is also another big language there. So we had on one of the excursions that we did, the gentleman spoke English, Spanish, and French. So he was like,
my goodness,
we're going to communicate with you one way or another.
He just going down the line. How are you doing? Hola.
Hola. And it was like, oh, okay.
That's so good. And it
was nice.
You pointed out something I want to touch on is, we all, these, especially the islanders and everything, we have the same olive tones. We have different olive tones. And so he has to just go through the language first. Oh, I'm going to speak Spanish because I can't discriminate on how you look. I can't, because it's just amazing, the language, and we're all one. We're all human. It's just amazing.
It was.
Panama seems to blend urban life, you told me that, with natural beauty. And how was the resort for you when you got there? Was it?
The resort was nice.
Okay.
We really enjoyed the resort.
Okay.
It is, and this I totally understand. And of course, you don't realize it until you get there.
Yeah.
It's on the other side of Panama.
Yes.
So it's far. It's beautiful though. Like, the side that we were on is absolutely beautiful. Just keeping that in mind. Like, if you're wanting R&R, that perfect place to go to.
Right. But sightseeing, you definitely want to be in the city area.
In the city side.
Gotcha.
Yeah, definitely want to be on the city side.
Okay.
I did it like that because I wanted the best of both worlds. I wanted a couple of days of R&R, and I wanted a couple, days with, the city life.
Got you. How did your family enjoy it? Your husband?
They were thrilled to have us there.
And I mean,
they were excited.
Your family, your husband and your baby.
Yeah. The family.
Yeah.
they enjoyed it completely. Like the resort, we had such a good time. Like
That's good. Okay.
we ate, we relaxed, we were comfortable. We didn't have any complaints. We had a really, really good time.
And I'm gonna put the resort she stayed in the those who are listening in the comments or in the bio on the description of this post, so you guys can tap in and see where she stayed. Um, how did and it was beachfront, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I
Beachfront,
remember.
like I mean, the resort was on the beach. Like, it's just right there. Like, you go through, they had different pools. Like, they had many different things that you could do. Like, but when I say many different things that you could do, rest-wise. Like, if you're trying to go, this resort, if you're looking for, like, lots and lots of activities, no, this is truly, like, rest and relaxation.
Gotcha.
The spa was amazing. The beaches were cool. They had like maybe 4 or 5 different pools. They had entertainment, like nightlife things like they did at the resort. Different like little theme nights and things like that. But if you're looking like, I don't know, like Vegas type of action, like I know some people think like when they go to a resort all inclusive, it's like, you know, shows and all of this.
No.
Like, this was truly R&R. This was rest and relaxation.
And I remember you told me you wanted that because, you know, I would have had you. The first one we chose was right there in the center of everything. That was the Waldorf or Wyndham.
Yes.
So
the Waldorf.
Yeah.
That one
so
will be the next time.
Got you. Because I was like, I think she probably would want to be downtown, you know, in the middle of everything. But I remember you were like, no, I need some rest.
Yes. That was the thing. So definitely next time, oh yeah, we're gonna be downtown.
Okay. And last few questions, and I'm gonna get you out of here. What moment or experience from this trip will stay with you for the longest?
Just going back home.
I know that nostalgic feeling.
That's it. Like that was everything, all of it. It was the whole highlight of it. It was like.
Wow.
Literally, when you got off the plane and they were like, welcome, I'm like, welcome home.
Welcome home.
Yeah,
I'm
like, okay, cool.
That warms my heart up. Because that was my first time finding out that was home for you. So, you know, just booking this for you I wanted to make sure it was special. And then from someone listening who's considering visiting Panama, what would you tell them to convince them to book that ticket? We talked about it earlier, but what would you tell them to book that ticket?
Just do it. Book it. Like, you know, listen, we need to learn that there are things outside of the United States. Yeah. Like, you know, like go out there, explore. Even if it's not just Panama, if you want to go out and explore something outside of the U.S., go for it. Go for it. I had been longing to do this for a very, very long time, and finally I just was like, you know what?
Yeah.
Just do it.
You did it.
Do it. Just do it, because the more you try and, I got to wait till this, I got to wait till that, blah, 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 like, forget it. If you want to go, because you'll be surprised at the type of experience that you have. Like, we had an amazing experience.
And here's my plug. I'm going to find out. I always ask, what could I have done better or to make this thing even easier or better for you, to make you, you know, because you call me or you text me and you was like, I'm ready. And I'm just like, okay. And then you were like, I'm ready to pay my deposit. Like, I'm over here talking about, well, let me see some options. Let me do this. You was like, yeah, where do I pay? So what could I have done better to make it someone else just put it out there?
I mean, I felt like for me the process was easy. I mean, as far as anything better, I don't have anything. Like, I felt like the process was like everything was self-explanatory. You explained everything to me. Even when I had questions and I was like, even when changes had to be made, everything for me on my side was effortless. Okay. I didn't have to hound you. I didn't have to, like, you know, hey, remember we doing this trip. Don't forget about it. So I felt bad because I was like, you would send me stuff and I'm like, I wouldn't respond. And I'm like, She probably thinks I'm gonna bail out on this trip.
No.
So, I mean, I definitely appreciated all the reminders.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like there was anything.
Well, if you think about it, just text it to me. Say,
Okay.
you could have done this better. Because I'm always trying to make sure it's better. And then this will air soon. And I'll send you the link when it pops up. And
Okay.
then you can hear it and share it. Is there anything else you wanted to share with me about your experience that maybe I didn't talk about? The beds, the food at the resort, or anything?
No,
Okay.
everything. I pretty much shared it all. I
Yeah.
just wanted to thank you again for putting this together for me and my family. We really enjoyed it.
All right. Look, I'm getting greedy. What's next? I'm ready. Where are we going? What's next?
Where are we going next? I don't know. Everyone's talking about Thailand.
Yes, I have a trip going out right now to Thailand for June. So
Yeah, so
if you want to
I
jump
don't know.
on, let me know. I'll send you the details, and you guys can jump on that. But I truly appreciate you taking out this few minutes to do this, and I'm so happy you feeling better because I was gonna send you some special tea.
Thank you, thank you.
So tell the family hi. I miss y'all here in Houston, of course.
Yes,
But
we miss you too.
stay warm up there because those winters are brutal. So
Yes.
so just be careful and call me anytime, text me anytime. And again,
Okay.
peace and love to you. And thank you again for being on Fresh Off the Jet.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, peace and love.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.